What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Set. His name is Yoshii. Thank you for the 2 months. Shoo along. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. The map is Alfheim indeed, and this is Champions League. Yes. And we see Set. I'm excited. I love Set. Set's the best. Better than all the rest. Except for when Set isn't the best. In which case, Set isn't better than all the rest. We'll see how this game's going to go. Yoshii with Set. I like watching Yoshii Set. He's definitely, at the very least, Yoshii is on the right path to working out how to play Set correctly. At the very least, he's got the right idea. Whether or not he's able to make Set work or not, we'll have to wait and see. He's found himself in a very, very difficult matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And that matchup is Poseidon versus Set. Poseidon is arguably the best god against Set for several different reasons. So first reason is Poseidon's got access to Hermes. Hermes cuts out any sort of timing attack which Set can do. Set is a god that is built for timing attacks. You get access to infinite hunt with the Pharaoh. You get access to all of the aggressive god powers with Vision, Shifting Sands, Ancestors, Tornado. And Ceasefire basically says, you know what? That timing attack you wanted to hit at 12 minutes? Yeah, no. That one is going to now be at 13 minutes. Thank you very much. I need some more time to prepare. And you go, Rrr. So you need to play around that. The second reason why Poseidon is so good against Set is because Poseidon's Hippocon are cheaper, which means, as we are seeing that Yoshii here has been very sneaky, stealing Deers away from Matreiuss. Anyways, so the second reason why Matreiuss, so Hippocon are cheaper. Cavalry are cheaper for Poseidon, which means that now when Matreiuss's Poseidon is trying to trade here, he's trying to trade resources here or something. Or trade army. Are we going to see this? This is going to be close, actually. Oh, he gets it as well. Oh, that's so brutal. That's so brutal. He loses out on that. Oh, my God. Yoshii with the big ones, as the priest is going to get chased away here. The Katoska boss is in hot pursuit, and now Yoshii going to have to pull all the way back home. There's no more converting going to be happening for that priest in this game, most likely, unless he can somehow sneak up to the top corner and get the caribou or something. Anyways, to finish my point, Poseidon's cheaper cavalry mean that Poseidon gets more value out of his cavalry when he trades against chariot archers, so it can be a difficult time to find yourself an advantage against mass cavalry here as Set. So, those are the big reasons. There's also militia, which hurt timing attacks as well, because you have to kill the buildings and all the other good stuff. So we'll see how it all goes. Yoshii now chucking down his temple. He's got himself a monument here. No crazy fast advance here from Yoshii. I do think this is a mistake. One thing that happened here for Yoshii is that he had to walk quite far forward to build himself this granary, so it means he couldn't get a clean 4:30 advance time here. But he definitely could have gotten a 4:30, maybe put the monuments down a little bit later, and be able to get his town center up straight away. So we'll have to wait and see how this is going to go, because Matreiuss, he's already advancing. He's through Hermes, and it looks like it's a slight delay here on the 4:30. He didn't get himself adjacent, so he got himself the Theseus here, and with the Ankh of Ra, which is great for him. Maybe he could have actually afforded to not get the extra favor there with that relic coming in. Anyways, Theseus comes through. It looks like Matreiuss actually went for a 316 plus the Theseus, if I had to guess. So a little bit delayed on his advance time, but still completely fine, as all the relics are getting grabbed up. There's plenty here. Odin's Wand, that's the reduction in temple upgrades. Shingles of Steel, the bonus house hit points, and the Dwarven Calipers here with the reduction in siege cost there. As the town center now coming up for Matreiuss, he's grabbing the forward one instead of the back one. I like that play. Nice and close to these two caribou here. Could also potentially even grab the elk on this position as well, as we do see that this caribou has been spotted. And the Katoskopos, I hate the Katoskopos. This is so annoying. He's killing my caribou. Oh. Anyways. Centaur now coming up to this position, going to start putting some pressure onto Yoshii. Yoshii's got all the villagers on this gold mine out in the middle of nowhere here to get himself his second town center. As the centaur does come through, we'll be moving the villagers most likely up to this town center to grab that one. A little bit low on the gold here, but he's got a couple of villagers left in his main base. Plenty of food in the bank. No second monument here for Yoshii, and he's throwing the walls down. This is not... This play here shows a distinct lack of understanding of how strong Shifting Sands is. For Set. For Ra, it's a little bit less strong. But for Set, Shifting Sands is worth its weight in gold. It is not worth it to Shifting Sands a Hippolyta into this wall ever. I would never go for this play. It's not good. Don't do it. As we do see the villagers here finish up on that town center. Did you notice that those villagers were still holding their gold? That means that Yoshii shift-clicked his villagers off of the town center onto the Gazella set. The secret here is to dump that gold in, is you just let the villagers, you don't shift-click the villagers, you let the villagers do what they want afterwards, and then you set them to the unit that you want. And if you put a dead gazelle next to the villagers on the town center, they will all automatically jump onto the gazelle anyways. So we'll see how things are going to go. We do see the armory coming up. No barracks down just yet. Archery range stable coming down for Matreiuss here as he's on the wood line over there. There's not a whole lot of food here for Matreiuss, as we do see the villagers getting pushed off. Attacking that Pharaoh is a great move by Matreiuss. If you can snipe the Pharaoh, that really hurts the economy. As the Pharaoh pops back out here and the units get away, having sniped a villager, feeling very, very good about themselves. And now we see the Gazelle starting, the Gazella set starting to get created here to help Yoshii's economy power ahead to get him to that next age. But he's still only got, oh no, he's got 2 monuments. So 2 monuments means 10 favor a minute here, 6.5 plus the 6 point, or just the 6 here, so 10.5 favor a minute, which effectively means you can get yourself 5 gazelle a minute, which if you do some quick math there, which I can't do, is something like 5 times 75. 500 food a minute? No, that doesn't sound right. Yes, it does. Something like that. 500 food a minute in terms of hunt, which is more than enough hunt for you to gather with about 12 villages. Around about 12. And there's also a whole bunch of banked food here as well. As Yoshii here getting a little bit spooked here. I don't think he needs the barracks to leave the barracks. You don't need it. You're going to be fine here. Generally speaking, if your opponent wants to attack your town center at this stage of the game, just garrison the villages. And you're going to get more damage done to your opponent than he can do to you. Because you're 375. Is that right? Doesn't sound right either. 75 divided by 2. 35. 37. Yeah, that is right. 375. There you go. 375 food a minute. So not crazy good, but not crazy bad. And it's enough to get you to the heroic age here. As we do see the barracks about to come up here. And Yoshii here will be able to start his way to the heroic age and start building some units here, as he hasn't clicked up just yet. It's a bit late. I'd prefer to see like an 8-minute heroic age at the very latest here off of 2 town centers with set, but a couple of things going a little bit wrong here. Yeah, he should have been up by 8 minutes. Actually, very, very late here from Yoshii. Does he have himself pickaxe? Is that why? Yeah, pickaxe and husbandry. So this slows you down tons with Set. Set doesn't need to get pickaxe, doesn't need to get husbandry in the classical age when you go to town centers, because you only need 5 villagers on gold. And pickaxe with 5 villagers on gold doesn't matter so much. Then when you go to the heroic age, then you put a couple more villagers on gold, then it's worth getting pickaxe. You can start doing it there. As we do see the mining camp getting taken out. Barracks just about up. Matreiuss is in a really strong position now, though. He's got the walls set up all over the map. This is something that Poseidon players have started getting so good at, is controlling the map early with the walls, realizing that the set player is on the back foot because he's just allowing you, he's just like saying, have all of the economy here, oh, sorry, all of the map here. No worries, I don't mind. You can have it. That's what Egyptian players have to say to the Greek players, and the Greek players have just been getting so good at denying that, as we do see an attempt at the wall over into this corner here, but not quite able to throw that one up just yet. There's plenty of gold on the back here as well. The Catastrophe is checking this one out. There's a gold mine over here that Yoshii could potentially grab. Gold mine on the front here. Villagers getting pushed off of the wood lines for the time being here as well, as we do see a shifting sands gets dropped in. Is there not a gap over here? Anyways, the wall's going to get broken out as the watchtower is going to take this down as well. I mean, it's a little bit of damage that Yoshii gets done, but the amount of value you can get from from shifting sands is so huge. You can even force a ceasefire out of it, which is way, way more value than anything else. As we do see the walls here now getting repaired back up, but they're going to get taken down, as it looks like Yoshii here, he doesn't even get value out of the shifting sands, as one kill. So we do see a third monument coming down now for Yoshii. There's chariot archers coming through, slingers coming through, a market coming up as well. As Yoshii, is he going for some sort of a fast mythic here? I don't know. I don't particularly like the fast mythic. You give way too much time. And the Pharaoh's going to get caught out here. The Pharaoh's going to get caught out, which means no more animals of set being created. That's huge for an entire minute. I think it's a minute. A minute to respawn a Pharaoh. Might be a minute and a half. The walls do get up on this position, but now Yoshii is in a very, very difficult position. He built the monument with the express purpose of deleting those giraffes of set. Now, he does have 3 giraffes of set, which is 150 food apiece. Decent amount of food there, sitting at 450. We'll see if he's going to be able to do this. He's getting himself his large gold mine. Does he have himself shaft mine here? No shaft mine. He does have hand axe. Missing those upgrades is a really, really big thing. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map here, Matreiuss has only got hand axe, but he's only on 2 town centers as well. I'm a bit surprised about that. He is full population, basically, though, so he could throw up a 3rd town center if he so chose. The chariot archer is going to be looking for some raids here, but 1 Hippocon in hot pursuit town center going to get a little bit of damage done as well, as the walls getting broken down on this position. Yoshii with just a lot of resources in the bank here. I mean, obviously he's trying to get to the Mythic Age here, it seems, but this is a very, very inefficient fast Mythic or semi-fast Mythic strategy from him. He's throwing down the siege works, does spot the villagers getting this town center up. 1 hyena of set getting involved, does get sniped down. The chariot's down as well. Nothing of value there for Yoshii, as the Scorpion Men coming through onto this position will get a couple of villager kills here, which is a nice win for Yoshii after all is said and done. Matreiuss does have a slight villager advantage here, so the villager kills are going to go a long way, as we do see the Migdal Stronghold coming up in this position, and Yoshii is just banking resources at this point. He's got 1,500 gold in the bank, as the crocodiles are set, pushing through here, going to try and take out the Toxotes, as the slingers come through to try and finish off some of the Toxotes there as well. They're going to be getting some good value. Cavalry coming through for Yoshii, and Yoshii clicks the Ancestors button. Matreiuss can just ceasefire this if he wants, or he can sit here and fight it. I mean, it doesn't matter. He probably doesn't even want to ceasefire, because if he just retreats back, then he's going to have a ceasefire for the Tornado or the Meteor, as the weirdest. Okay, so he could have ceasefired that immediately, but why did he take so long? I don't know. Oh, that's why he wanted the town center. I see. Okay, it makes point. He made his point. I get it. Matreiuss, big brain. Boit, small brain. Confirmed. As the town center now getting grabbed on this position. And Matreiuss is going to be 4 town centers, excuse me, to Yoshii's 2 town centers, but harass is on the way. I love these stables getting placed onto this town center. I'd love that if that was the case on this town center as well. You put all your military buildings as Poseidon or any god against harass around your town center, bam, bam, bam. And that really, really hurts the value of Tornado, because you want to use Tornado on a town center. And if the buildings are there, the buildings soak the damage up, the town center survives, everything is great. As we do see, the siege works coming up for Yoshii. Yoshii doesn't have many upgrades at all. He has managed to spend his resources kind of now, though, as Hands of the Pharaoh coming in. Yoshii will have access to the rhinos, and he's got 52 favor in the bank, so that is a big amount of favor he can spend on that. Alternatively, he could also get himself those spearmen out, the Horus spearmen upgrades straight away, but he doesn't have any upgrades. He doesn't really have barracks here either. So we do see the walls up on this position. So we'll see how things are going to go as Yoshii, he is building himself giraffes of set in his main base to get himself the extra food here. But Bowsaw coming in. If you get Bowsaw as set or as an Anubis or a Ptah Egyptian player, if you're not going Bast and you get Bowsaw, you have to have the thought in the back of your mind to get Carpenters behind it as well. So it's a huge investment into wood income to get those upgrades. And Yoshii, I mean, he's got the resources for it, but I just can't see that that's going to be his idea here. As the villagers finishing up on that giraffe there. There's the Mythic Age for Matreiuss. He has the rhinos here. They don't have feral. You need that feral upgrade. Yoshii now getting a lot of pressure onto this position. Heavy Hippocon are in. Toxoid is no upgrades here for Matreiuss, but Matreiuss has got so many resources here. 80 villagers, so much income that he can just sack units for days. As we do see the Avenger moving through, looking for a tornado or something. Matreiuss, he's got Masons. He doesn't have fortified town centers, which would 100% keep his town centers alive. But with the military buildings here, it's probably, the tornado probably not enough to kill off any town center at this point. Look at all the stables here for Matreiuss. He's sitting at a solid 160 population here in this game, and Yoshii has just got nothing to fight back here. Feral coming through finally for Yoshii as the animals currently getting created. Is he making them out of the Pharaoh? Yes, he is. Rhinos are set, take 6 seconds to build. So you basically can spend all your favor at once on them. They don't take long at all. You don't need your Pharaoh in the fight either. As Yoshii trying to push through at this position, though, the Rhinos, I mean, look at the... They are really strong, don't get me wrong, but they aren't a unit which are effectively stronger than what anyone else can build. Because, like, Hippocon here, 12 damage, 187 HP. Rhino, 12 damage, 189 HP. Very, very similar in terms of stats. Obviously, the Rhino's got a little bit more armor, but the Hippocon doesn't have any armor upgrades yet. So, they are very, very similar in terms of stats. So, they're not like a free win by any stretch here, as Yoshii has been playing so hard into the chariot archers. As now Matreiuss here, he's making this look very tough for the set. But look at this, we do see the walls are up here for Yoshii. Yoshii is one of the best late game players in Age of Mythology. In fact, he might even be the best late game player in Age of Mythology, or at least the best deathmatch player in Age of Mythology, as he manages to get this wall set up to take out Matreiuss's town center there for free here. As the Hippocon do manage to take down that Migdol stronghold on that position. Spear of the Horizon coming here as well. Only one barracks. There's still plenty of gold mines up in the top corners of the map here. Farm starting to come down for Yoshii, as every set main starts to cringe here when they see a set player going farms. But it looks like Yoshii here is going to be wanting something in the vicinity of mass spearmen here as his next port of call. That's a fortified town center here. Still going down. Fortified town center, excuse me, still going down. Fortified town center is getting closer and closer to finishing. As the town center, it does end up falling there, as Yoshii does manage to get a little bit of value out of his tornado there. 700 resources plus denying the fortified town centers. Matreiuss on a little bit of a difficult position now, as the walls getting cleaned up over here. The villagers getting cleaned up on that position, as the villagers all moving over onto this gold mine here as well. Meanwhile, more military buildings coming down for Matreiuss, getting this town center back up as fast as he possibly can. Matreiuss Matreiuss has hit the Mythic Age now through Hephaestus. Plentyvault is out as the barracks going to be getting taken out. And Matreiuss here, Forge of Olympus, Carpenters, obviously fortified town centers coming through again because he wanted that desperately. He can get himself the champion Hippocon here very, very shortly. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Spear on the horizon, naked spearman. 91 HP. It's decent, but you definitely need your upgrades here if you want spearmen, if you want Horus spearmen. But here's the more important thing. The scariest part about playing Set against Greek is knowing that the Greek player wins if Hephaestus comes in and you haven't found a tangible advantage here. And Yoshii at this point, not only has he not got a tangible advantage, but he is behind an entire town center at this point. As we do see the Hippocon coming up to this position, going to be looking for a raid. The walls are up to defend this, but Yoshii needs to get some units out here to come up and defend here. He's got himself a handful of units. Nothing really here. He's moving up with the spearmen. We see copper weapons, copper mail, copper shields, coinage coming through. The reason why Hephaestus is so strong for Poseidon or Greek in general over Set is that Set doesn't have a great answer to Heliopolis Colossus. They don't. Set doesn't have a great answer. You can make spearmen you can make an argument that spearmen are decent against the Heliopolis, but Greek is going to be making Hephaestus against your spearmen, so that it's not going to be an easy pickings there at all. Colossus come through. You can make funeral rites priests, but the gold Colossus just got so much HP and so much pierce armor that those priests just don't cut it. And in the end, life becomes very, very tough for the Set player. But Yoshii, he is grinding his way back into this game, trying to grab this town center back. He also needs to figure out how he can take this town center back, and I think if he can get some catapults in onto this position, that would be a fantastic move for him. As heavy infantry coming through for Matreiuss, he's already planning to move into those hoplites, those Hephaestus here, as the stone gate getting cleaned up over here as well. This Colossus can come through and potentially take this wall out, take those catapults out as well, as some militia still pushing through here. One of the big advantages of also getting heavy infantry, champion infantry here for Matreiuss is that they affect the militia. The militia get all the upgrades that they should get. I mean, they look naked with their hat, but they've got armor for whatever reason. I think this was a buff that Poseidon received at some point in the Voobly balance patch process, and they didn't put any details into the militia here getting armor, as opposed to like your hoplites or Toxotes getting their little bits of armor. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it was in something else. Anyways, we do see the town center now starting to get torn down here. Polyphemus is such a ridiculously strong unit to take down buildings with 702 HP, 22.5 damage per second, and the 5 crush to boot. With 56% pierce armor, it just tanks for days against everything, as that town center here is going to go down unless Yoshii puts more effort into defending it. At this point, he's got a lot of population over here in those catapults. We see full iron coming through here, 21 minutes into the game, and Yoshii has just got no way to come back here in this game. Thank you for the prime there, Idurox. Appreciate you, my friend. But Matreiuss here, he played this one textbook. He played this game textbook, and Yoshii just could not quite work out how to efficiently get his power spikes happening in this game. To go through the checklist for what Set needs to accomplish. Set needs to get his town center up by around about 5 minutes. If you get your town center up after 5 minutes, that means you've advanced too late to the classical age. Every single map, Set can get a 4:30 advance time. Every single map in existence in Age of Mythology, Set can get a 4:30 advance time. And that's including if your priest gets harassed by Katoskopos and you don't get any conversions on your animals. So that is number one part of Set that I think Yoshii has missed here. The second part of Set here is the heroic age timing is incredibly important. You need to hit heroic age at 8 minutes at the very latest off of 2 town centers. If you're advancing later than that, it allows the Greek player more time to defend against whatever timings you want to hit. And finally, spending your resources in the heroic age here and making an army so that you can start harassing your opponent and keeping them on the back foot is vitally important here. And Yoshii went for a kind of semi-fast Mythic age instead and couldn't quite make it work. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.